What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, David, the Mexican Ecuadorian monster Benavidez, is now 30 wins, no losses, no draw. And the key word here is 25 wins by way of knockout. That means, based off of what I just told you, the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, 6'2", 75-inch arm reach, 28 years of age, has defeated Cuban star title contender David Morrell Jr. by stoppage. And I believe that David Benavidez will stop David Morrell in the 9th round. And I think it'll be a left hook to the body. Reason being is because of the work rate, the experience, and the resilience of David Benavidez. He just wants it more to me. David Benavidez is hungry to prove the world wrong. Now, I'm pretty sure David Morrell, he has a lot to prove coming from Cuba. He has a lot to gain. But David Benavidez has been the underdog his entire life because he was extremely overweight. Then, as he moved up in weight, he was considered a weight bully. Then he tested positive for drugs use and got stripped of his title after winning the title as an underdog against Ronald Graville, beating him twice, getting off the canvas to beat Ronald Graville. Then Canelo Alvarez ducking him. There's a lot that's packed on, and David Benavidez wants to prove that he's that dude. See, keep in mind that David Benavidez, David Benavidez was considered to be ducking. He was considered to be ducking, David Morrell. David Morrell was talking a lot of trash, pushing for this fight with David Benavidez, calling him outside his name, right? Just pushing for this fight. And now he got the fight. So with that said, they both had one fight at 175. David Morrell is extremely sharp, extremely accurate, and a southpaw. Cuban school boxer, right? Cuban school boxer. The thing about this fight is that I think that David Benavidez is going to face adversity, right? He was getting outboxed by Caleb Plant. He was getting outboxed by Anthony Durrell. And he was able to make the adjustment and win those fights. Right? And it's his resilience. It's his refusal to be defeated. And I think that that's going to show up again tonight. I think he's going to even get dropped in this fight. Right? I think that he'll get caught with a combination and he'll get dropped in this fight. But I think he's going to get up. And I think his work rate when he gets up and his resilience is going to shock David Morrell. And I think David Morrell will succumb to the pressure that David Benavidez ultimately puts on. And his hand speed and his resilience and his mindset. See, he's going to make mistakes tonight, David Benavidez. He's going to square up. He's going to overextend with his punches. And David Morrell, who is 6'1", 6'2" himself, with a 78.5-inch arm reach. He has a 3.5-inch arm reach over David Benavidez, who's already extremely rangy and considered big for 168. So when you look at the weigh-ins, David Benavidez looks smaller than David Morrell. Now, he's going to rehydrate, and he's going to be a big dude. But what I saw from the Alexander Gvozdyk fight from David Benavidez, I saw a guy who can take a punch. I saw a guy who can look in the face of adversity and still overcome it. He's just so resilient. He has extremely fast hands, fast combinations, durable, and a mindset that won't be broken. And I don't think David Morrell tonight will break his mindset. But I do think that David Benavidez is going to break his mindset. And I think that at times when you look at David Morrell, he overextends with his punches at times, right? He'll overextend with his punches. And he's not comfortable when he does because he's so used to having the arm reach advantage and just being able to catch you from any point that he wants to in the ring at any angle. At times he overextends and he misjudges his range and he could be countered. I showed the highlights of that when he fought against Hot Rod Williams, when he got countered by Hot Rod Williams and had a tough fight in his last fight. David Benavidez has much faster hands than Hot Rod Williams, and he's much more resilient, and he will counter him when he makes a mistake, and he'll be super aggressive. And he's also, too, going to go to the body. And I think that in the beginning of the fight, David Morrell is going to slow down David Benavidez when he goes to the body. He's going to stab him to the body with the jab, hooks to the body, and combination punches, right? Feinting to the body, coming back up top. And that's why I think David Benavidez will get dropped in this fight. Probably around the 5th round, right? But he'll get up, he'll make the adjustment, and I think that he'll come underneath David Morrell's punches, catch him to the body, and I think that David Morrell won't recover from it in the 9th round. So I'm excited. This is definitely a 50-50 fight, and I could be highly wrong. As many people like to point out about my predictions, you're always wrong. But when I'm always right, they never say anything. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out, man. But that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.